Ethiopians are still awaiting a new Prime Minister. Hailemariam Desalegn resigned last week and a 6-month state of emergency has been declared. The measure gives the government sweeping powers and all protests have been banned. Some of the anti-government demonstrations are the worst Ethiopia has seen in 25 years. The Oromia and the Amhara, the two biggest ethnic groups in Ethiopia, are calling for change. The government sought to placate protesters by releasing political prisoners, but that did little to ease tensions. Desalegn says he tendered his resignation to allow for reforms to enable peace in the country. The defense minister has ruled out a military takeover as well as a transitional government. Let's get you an update on that story. I'm joined on the line from Addis Ababa by CGTN's Girum Chela. Girum, what's the latest on choosing a new prime minister? When is that likely to take place?
Well, Panina, we've heard from the party members and officials that there are ongoing consultations. As you have learned by now, the way EPRDF works, the ruling party works, is they first need to replace the resigned Prime Minister, Hailemariam Desalegn, as a chairperson of the party, who will actually going to also be the Prime Minister of the country at the end of the day. So the new chairperson is expected to be announced as soon as possible. As I said, consultations are going on within the party. The party's General Assembly meeting is expected perhaps very soon. There's no definite answer when it comes to timing, but everyone is eagerly awaiting for that, and there are serious meetings, ongoing meetings to decide who should be the next chair, the next Prime Minister of Ethiopia. So we don't know time-wise, but we know there are serious talks going on behind closed doors, Penina.
Under the state of emergency, demonstrations are banned, but we understand that people are staying away from work in a sit-in protest. What more can you tell us about that?
Well, when it comes to those kinds of reports, there are no official reports or official security challenge since the state of emergency was declared a few days back. The head of this command post, who is also the Minister of Defense, Siraj Fagesa, time and again said there are no security challenges at the moment, since especially the announcement of the state of emergency. Of course, people in different parts of the country, especially in the Oromia region, were celebrating the release of some of the detainees who are freed because of their political connections and some of the crimes they said were committing. So people are just receiving them in thousands of their numbers across the country. But that doesn't mean there is a security challenge. That's what they're telling us at the moment. But there is nothing that has been officially pronounced by the government or security forces as a big security challenge at the moment. And we're actually awaiting the government to brief us on the security situation of the country, since the resignation of the Prime Minister, the news of the resignation of the Prime Minister came out, and also the declaration of the state of emergency. So we'll follow up, but at the moment there are no official reports of security threats and problems across the country.
All right, Girum Chela.